Hey everybody, it's Mike with Asymmetrical Preparedness. So this video is in response to a bunch of questions I had about the dyeing camouflage video, the dyeing your gear and stuff like that, and how to care for it, how to wash it, and stuff like that. I like being responsive to my my subscribers and everything like that. I want to give you guys feedback and answer your questions. And like a bunch of people were asking the same question. I'll be like, well, obviously it's on people's minds, so let's do a video about it. Okay, washing of your uniforms. People ask me, how do I wash it? Does the paint wash out? Stuff like that. Okay, what I do, first off, what's nice about painting stuff like that or dyeing it or whatever is if it does wash out over time or become muted, wear out, stuff like that, grab a can of spray paint it again, just like ARs, just like your primary weapon systems. Mine, I put on a paint job. I beat it up, I train with it, stuff like that. It gets all, the paint gets worn off in certain areas, stuff like that. So I just hit it up with some more paint. That's what's great about it. You just hit it with some more paint. But let's talk about also washing of your uniforms. I call them uniforms, your camouflage, your earth tone clothing, whatever it may be. Whatever clothing you're going to wear in a tactical environment, you never want to wash in your washing machine. Because most people use laundry detergents with optical brighteners. If you wash your tactical gear, clothing, whatever, in optical brighteners, then anybody with any kind of night vision out there is going to see you like a neon sign. You're going to be like, Las Vegas, bling, 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 here I am. It'll be insane, seriously. It'll light you up like a Christmas tree. You'll be like a beacon out in the woods, and they'll be like, oh, hey, there's a dude right over there, use some optical brighteners like an idiot, pow, and you're dead. Okay, you don't want that. Don't even wash clothes in your same washing machine that you use optical brighteners in, because there could be residue and stuff like that in your washing machine. And you don't want to go through the hassle and the expense and stuff like that of washing like 3 or 4 loads through your washing machine of just water to get it all washed out. The easiest thing to do is take it in the yard with a spray hose, with your hose, and spray it down. There are also out there cleaners without optical brighteners. There's a lot of different products out there. Some of them are like natural oriented. Some of them aren't really natural but don't have optical brighteners in there. There's a lot of different products out there. Check it out. Do the research yourself. That's, I forget what the brands I use off the top of my head, and I'm not home right now because this topic came to my mind. It was really relevant. I wanted to get the information out there while I'm driving. I got nothing better to do. So let's talk. Yes, I don't ever wash any of my tactical gear, tactical clothing, nothing I'm going to ever wear in a tactical environment in optical brighteners. I have that as specific clothing set aside that I don't wear. So obviously the stuff I wear to work on a daily basis is not stuff that I'm going to be wearing in a tactical environment. I will if I have to, yes, because you have to. But if you don't have to, don't do it. Tactical gear like your plate carrier, chest rigs, battle belts, stuff like that, just spray it off with a hose. Knock the dirt off. So what? More dirt, more camouflaged. The more grass stains, more camouflage they are. Who cares? This isn't a beauty contest. That's what I think some people fail to understand. They want to have like the perfect, brand new, crisp, clean, dry, precision, multi-cam pants and the combat shirt and the airframe helmet or the fast helmet or whatever it is, Ops Core helmet, and all the cool Gucci gear and their AR hydro dipped and multi-cam, all this perfect stuff, mag wraps on all their mags and stuff like that. That costs a lot of money, and it's impractical. That's mostly the people that want to go airsofting and look cool and act like a high-speed operator. But let me tell you, high-speed operators don't do that. They don't give a crap about that. They want to get dirty. They want their uniforms to be all red. In a lot of situations, they want their uniforms to look, more natural. They don't want crisp, clean stuff. That's not what they want. Plus, when it's crisp and clean, the fabric's more noisy. You want it worn out a little bit. You don't want it super faded because you want the camo pattern to still be effective. There's like a sweet spot. And yes, people in those units, they have a budget where they don't care. They They get uniforms whenever they want, so don't worry about it. We don't have the same budget, however, though. That's why a lot of the stuff I talk about is totally different than the route I would have gone when I was in the military. When Uncle Sugar's paying the bill, booyah, give me the best. And lots of it. Yes, no problem. But when I'm footing the bill, there's a lot of other options out there. Like I talked about, spray painting, dyeing. I'm going to do a video here soon about, I have I think it's a true spec, it may be a proper combat shirt that I bought. It's just in sand color, the light tan color. The only reason why I bought it was because it was on clearance. It was super cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks or under. It's still a good shirt. It's a great shirt. But I bought it with the idea that yes, I would dye it or paint it or a combination of the two to fit my AO. And I have a pair of the old desert, the desert, two-color desert pattern or three-color. I forget the exact designation of that. It's the old desert pattern the military used to wear. It's a decent pattern for in the desert and where they are, but it doesn't fit my AO. So I'm going to do a video about dyeing. I'm going to use dye, greens and darker browns for those, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But yes, care of them. Like I said, you can re-hit it with dye or spray paint if it becomes too muted, worn out, it comes off, stuff like that. I do that all the time. Same with my gear, it does that. Yes, the paint will wear off. Just hit it again or throw some dye on it. Dye will last longer. That's what's great about it. I mentioned in a Patreon video, you can grab yourself some cheap clothing. It's like tan, sand colored, whatever. Throw some dye on it. Make your own homemade camouflage pattern. That's awesome. Save yourself a bunch of money. You don't have to do all this fancy stuff to be effectively camouflaged. Plus, natural camouflage is the best thing out there. You can take any shirt, any coat, any pants, and either sew on some twine, making like a mesh pattern. You can sew it on, you can shoe glue it on, whatever like that, over like the back and the arms and stuff like that. Same with the pants. And then tie off jute to it. Different colors of jute or jute cord specifically made for ghillie suits, or burlap, and then just string it off. I'll probably do a video on that soon. I don't know if I'll be making a new ghillie suit because man, they take a lot of time. Stuff like that. I may show you one. I don't know, but and then make yourself a ghillie suit because that's more effective. And even ghillie suits, a lot of people, civilians especially, put on way too much jute, way too much cord, way too much burlap, all that kind of stuff. Less is more because you want mainly to use natural vegetation for camouflage. Also, movement is key. If you're not moving, you're much more effectively camouflaged because movement's what's picked up by the human eye. Also, the head to neck interface to the shoulder area. This area here is what is seen by people. It's the most recognizable feature on a human body. So if you can break that up, throw a boonie hat on with some camo netting that comes out over your shoulders that breaks up that interface. There's lots of different ways you can do it, lots of different thought processes. But basically, the care of your uniforms, your tactical equipment, stuff like that is, yes, do not put it in your washing machine. Do not use optical brighteners. Spray it off. Use a bucket in the yard, in your bathroom, whatever. If you don't have a yard, plunger in a bucket. Use some non-brightener detergents, cleaners, stuff like that, or just water and some like hand soap, something like that. Some kind of soap that will clean it, or just water. Water just works really well too. Some hot water, plunge it around a bunch until it gets clean, hang it up to dry. I wouldn't throw it in the dryer because the dryer also has use dryer sheets in your dryer, right? You don't want your uniform smelling all frou-frou because you don't want smell giving you away when you're out in the bush, out in the brush. So don't do it. Don't use your washer or your dryer. Just hang it up. Hang it up outside so that nice fresh air gets through there and helps eliminate the odors, stuff like that. But I thought I'd do a quick video about this because it would help clarify some of the questions that people were asking about. How do I clean them? How do I wash them? Stuff like that. Well, that's how I do it. And that's also the point of re-hitting with paint or dye to bring the color back if you need. anyway, that's it. That's the video. I thought I'd throw it out there and talk about your guys' questions. So prep a little every day, please. Even if it's fitness, working on your diet, going for a walk, learning a new skill, watching YouTube videos. But please pair that with books and things to do and to practice and learn these skills actually in real world, out in real life. Real world knowledge is key. And prep out of peace of mind, not out of fear. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.